Hi, this is Ian from dominatinggoogleinfo.com, and I'm just making a very quick video for you today looking at what it is you need to do to dominate Google so that you get loads of free traffic to your website. We all know that if you can get your site to the top rankings, #1 or even in the top 3, you're going to get massive traffic. And in getting that massive traffic, you are going to be able to increase your conversions and make large profits. Obviously there's more to increasing your conversions. You can test, but obviously the more traffic you've got, the more testing you can do, and the more profit you will make. So how do you get loads of traffic? Well, obviously you can use pay-per-click, but that's always going to cost you money, and unless you become a real expert, you may never turn a profit. Whereas if you set up your sites correctly with inherently good search engine optimization, SEO, proper site structure, then you are going to get massive traffic over the long term, and that is going to bring you a lot of money. What people call the classic automated cash machine that we're all looking for in internet marketing, and it is possible. So, how are you going to dominate Google? Well, this is essentially made up of 3 key elements when we're looking at free traffic. The first is on-page SEO, which comes down to your choice of keywords, your use of keywords, and how you use them on each part of your site and throughout the site. An element of it is down to your site structure, choosing what platform you're going to build on and how you build it, and other things that your visitors to your site aren't going to see but that are key to how your site is ranked in Google. One particular example would be making sure that you have a good sitemap that Google can see. And thirdly, it's down to your off-page SEO. Now, many people will tell you that this is what it's all about, and there is some truth in that, but I like to think that it is just as important to start properly and make sure that everything that you have control of on your page you are doing as well as can be expected. If you like, that's free stuff that you're doing for Google. It's on your domain, it's on your site, you're completely in charge of it, and you can create whatever you want in terms of content and the way it's presented on your site, and then Google can come and look at it and grant you ranking. So the on-page SEO comes first, obviously. We're going to go and now have a look at some of those elements in a little bit more detail. So the first thing that you need to do before you build your site and before you even decide what your site is going to be called is you need to go and do some keyword research. Now I'm going to fly through this as fast as I possibly can because I think a lot of people watching this will have had some experience of this. But the key issue is that before you decide what content is going on your site, even what your site is going to be called, you need to decide what market you're in, your niche, or if you're American, your niche, and you then need to go and do a little bit of research working out what the words and phrases are that people are searching for in order to find out information on this particular topic. And the best way we can do that is to use Google's keyword tool and some of the features of Google itself in order to do that. So if you were, for example, going to build a site based on what do we do? Let's say beekeeping. Let's do that, beekeeping. I know nothing about beekeeping, so we'll go and have a look and we'll see what we can find out. Over to Google. Okay, I am going to now see if my choice of beekeeping is going to cause me a problem and make me look like a fool. So let's go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and open Google's keyword external tool. So you just search for external tool and it comes up at the top. They've just redesigned this and it's got a new interface, so I may go and use the old interface, which is over here on the top right, but for now we'll just stick a couple of words in. So it's beekeeping. I don't know if you do it as 2 words, not sure. I think they call it bee husbandry as well, like they do with many animals. Bee care, that'll do. Let's do that for now. And what we're looking for is we're going to look for 1 or 2 main words that have not too much competition that we can focus our site around, and then we're going to look for maybe 10 subsidiary words. Those are the latent semantic indexing LSI keywords, which are words that are related. Again, not too much competition. I'm going to put these in order by just clicking this, and that will give us the that'll rank them in terms of competition. Now, excuse me, just because these have a huge amount of monthly searches, this is telling us the number of searches a month in Google. You can't just go for those because they have so many searches. Over the years, many sites on the internet will have been optimized for these words, and it's going to be too difficult to rank for those terms easily. Over years, you may choose to go after some of those terms using what you learn about SEO and generating traffic, but for now I like to look something under 10,000. Some people like to go under 5,000 or 4,000, and something more than a couple of thousand, so that there's enough traffic out there for you to be after. 10,000 is acceptable for me. I don't mind going that at about that level. I like these words here. They seem a bit strange. Beekeeping and beekeeping bees. You wouldn't imagine people would search for that. It's not obvious, so I like that. 5,400 and the other one is 4,400. We'll come back to that in a minute. Let's just bear those in mind. Beekeeping bees and beekeeping. So now we just go to the ordinary Google site and we'll search for those. Beekeeping bee in quotes. So let me just check that's right. Is that right? That's beekeeping. I'll do it. Turn around the other way. Now doing this called exact phrase match will tell us what the competition is, how many pages there are that are optimized for that phrase. So that's great. Something below 50,000 means that it is a phrase that we can attempt to compete for if we can find some other information. So beekeeping in quotes 31,000. Some people say look for 20,000 or something certainly under 40,000. Well, we're fine there, but I mean I like to think that anything under 50,000 is acceptable. Excuse me. Also, I have the SEO Quake plugin that's running in my browser. It's on Firefox. You see this little sign down here on the bottom right of the screen. And on each of my search returns, it gives me this extra bar of information underneath. That helps me immediately look at this phrase and tell that this is a phrase I can compete for. None of the pages are too high ranking in terms of page rank. That's what Google page rank, that tells us that there. Apart from Wikipedia, which is a 6, we're not going to beat that. We might over time. But 3 and 2 and these numbers here are the number of links back to those pages, which we'll be looking at as well. And I know I can beat that with the skills that I have and the skills that you can learn by following us through. So beekeeping, I like that one. That we're going to go for. The other one was beekeeping bees. Beekeeping bees. $88,000. I still like that. You know, page rank 5. Anything under a kind of a page rank 3, we can certainly compete with, provided the link bit's not working at the moment. But there's only a 1.5 there, so I think we can probably risk looking for that as well. So I think beekeeping bees and beekeeping are some keywords that we can go for. So we'll write that down, beekeeping bees and in fact I am going to write that down so I don't forget it. Beekeeping bees and beekeeping. And then we're also going to look for another bunch of keywords, and we'd go through the same process that we've just done, where we'd look for the exact phrase match. How to keep bees, let's just try that one quickly. $171,000, that's a bit high, but you know, we'd make a note of it. We might have to go natural beekeeping. Let's have a look at that.